These are my League Two predictions for the 26-27 season. I'm going to keep this video as short as I possibly can, so if I don't talk about your club, please comment. First and foremost, Crawley Town and Newport County, the two sides I've gone for to be relegated. Newport County, for me, just have a really weak squad, even weaker than they've had in the last couple of years. And then from the top end of the pitch point of view, I don't see where the goals are going to come from. For me, Crawley Town are sort of in freefall. They could have definitely been the side to go down last year, equal with Newport. I just can't see Colin Kazim-Richards lasting the season. Like a lot of clubs at the bottom, I think there'll be change. So Crawley, I just think, have a slightly weaker base and consistency to go off. The sides in sort of 19th to 22, to Exeter City being one of them, they've just come down from a financial point of view, massive question marks. And you've also got like Cheltenham and Accrington just above the drop line for me. Accrington again have been falling and falling. John Doolan's done a really good job there, but I just think they're going to be really close, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was the year that they went back down to the National League. The sort of middle of the pack, 12th to 18th, two relegated sides, Northampton and Rotherham United, I've got in 12th and 13th. I think actually could finish a lot lower. I find it hard to understand where Rotherham are going to sit with Alex Bruce and Steve McLaren going in and a lot of late signings. I also want to talk about Swindon Town. They just seem like they could absolutely blow up at any point. Ian Holloway, I think, has possibly lost a little bit of control. Question marks again on the squad in terms of players leaving and not really being placed. The fans and the ownership have always not gotten on for a long time, and I think Swindon could really struggle if they don't start well this season. 8th to 11th spots, just outside the playoffs, of course. Chesterfield and Walsall. Chesterfield with the experienced Paul Cook. I just wonder if Chesterfield has come into the end of a little bit of a cycle. Lee Grant with Walsall. I sort of like what he's potentially building, but I'm sort of predicting it to maybe be a season where they go really close. For the playoff spots, starting with York City, obviously Scott Lindsay's gone as manager with Stuart Maynard moving on. I think he'll be out the door by September, October time, with the fans clearly against that appointment. But I do really like York's squad, and I'm sort of backing them to get the next appointment right, and that will push the club up the league. And I think later in the season, we're going to see York have a really good end to the season. Oldham are a really consistent, solid squad manager who knows how to get out of this league, and I like their consistency, hence why I think Oldham will be in there for a lot of the season and will grind out results. Barnet in 5th. Dean Brennan's going to set really high standards. I think he's going to aim for higher than 5th. They score an awful lot of goals. They're really entertaining to watch. I might have actually been a bit harsh on Barnet, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them right up in the top 3. In 4th spot, Grimsby Town, a side that on their day last season were the best in the league. A question mark maybe the goal scorer, with KB going on to Leyton Orient, but I'm sure David Artell will find a way around that. There've been some really smart recruitment in the last sort of 2 seasons. So right, finally, we've got the top 3. So I've got Port Vale in 3rd, Bristol Rovers in 2nd, and Salford City in 1st. Now, starting with Port Vale, really like John Brady. He's trying to